Oh. What to do? What to do? Oh. All right. I will start with my artillery down here. All right, so this guy's gonna limber up. It should be automatic for him. Uh, believe.
It's just regular artillery from the looks of it. But you've got a leader of special ability,
So,
so that's probably going to help.
yeah, yeah, he's all right. So he limbers, and there's only one of him. All right, so the guard. Um, let's see where he goes. All right, and he is going to go back up one. All right. Let's see. Let's just go. That's cool. He doesn't. All right. He does. And he does. And all right. Well, they're going to get the shit blown out of them, but they'll die gloriously, right? That's the
It's only virtual electronic pieces of cardboard, so
yeah.
no real humans were injured in the production of this little
Right.
scenario.
Okay, so let's see where's we'll do the 10th division here. We'll do these guys here. We'll see. We'll go. Boom, don't. All right. Go forward one. Go into line. And go there.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting. All right. Who else is there? Not many of them left there anymore, is there?
No, I think that's the last of the of the 10th Division.
There's
Oh,
one
there's some
there.
guys that are in square, I think.
Yeah, the
Up
guys in
here. Yeah.
squares up there. There's a few in square. There's a few there. All right, all right. Now there's a three. All right, so let's do this. All right, so these skirmishers here, they are going to go uh, declare an assault and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, we want them facing that way, and there's.
And they started 2 hexes away from an enemy.
That's, all right. So we
Dave, don't forget, charge the marching band. Take those instruments; those are deadly weapons.
yeah. And, so you'd say that was a 2 from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. We will. All right. 11. 11th. We'll take this guy here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go into square. No, he's not going to go into square. Actually, let's go into line. Or do I want to go into line or do I want to go into square? Actually, I think I do want to go into square because that's actually the. All right. Next. Right, this artillery here is just going to reface in this direction. This one is going to try and limber. Yeah. And so that's 2. And what's their movement down? Are they allowed?
Down the little slope, the baby slope, it's +2. So um, you got what? Equivalent of 12 increments there. And then how many have you got in the thing below? That's going to be 3, 4. Yeah, you could put them
Yeah.
here, and then they'll be within range of that little trail to try to
Yeah.
resupply.
Well, they'll keep going one more,
Yeah.
but they'll go there. All right. So they'll be able to try and resupply.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. That. All right. Five. This guy here is a 4, 5, and the other one is okay. And we want. All right. Lebron. He's this guy.
Where are you at now?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. So you're done moving the 11th Division?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think there's anybody else I can move. Well, there's one guy, more guy I can move there. Uh, Let me, before I get into that, let me see if there's someplace I want to move him. Uh, is he in? No, he's not. Never mind. He's out of command. So he hasn't been
Okay.
marked. So I will change his label then. Okay. Okay. Everybody else is out of command and that and whatever. So we'll go back to this guy. So this guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. And this one officer over here is going to join him. And he's going to declare a charge. And let's see. This one. All right. We got this one. This, nope, not that. Those 4 going there. And I'll just stick Lejeune on him because he's right here. He's joining them and bump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going here. Let's put this on top. Let's do the same here. There you go,
Is
Robert.
the Guard marching band charging?
Yeah, the Guard marching band is charging.
All right. All right.
Unit.
Well, whatever happens, I'm going to clip it and turn it into a short for YouTube whenever you have something as crazy as this. So awesome.
Forward the light brigade.
Yeah.
Was there a
There we
man
go.
dismayed?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that one's going there. There you've got this guy with them, and
Eric, you know how dangerous a trombone is.
I know. I have stabbed more than a few people with the slide of my trombone. I can remember once we were marching. We'd finished the field show, and we were marching off, and we had as part of our little riff the trombones at partway through the drumline stuff. We would flip our trombones, and I forgot to lock the slide on my trombone. And so as I flipped it, it went sailing off in front of the band, probably a good, 20, 25 feet, landed, in front of the gals that were waving the flags or whatever else. I think I turned, 3 shades of red all in
of
one fell
course.
stroke. Yeah, it was
All
it
right.
was pretty funny.
And let's see. All right. So this officer for the cavalry, and he's heading back to the rear because his
I
units
guess
are
all of
back
his
there.
units are back there. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think, yeah, he has a 15. He's going there. Let's see. 25th Division guy. Well, let's see. Where is he going to move? Guess the only one left from the 25th is all right. So let's see how many move points. 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. He can make it to there. So all right, 2, 3. Yep, he's still in command. Let's see. Rosute's going with that, but he's not going with the charge. just to keep that one Zach in command there. Actually, I'll do them in that hex there, but let's see. We've got this cavalry leader. He is going back to his out of command guy over here. The 10th. The 10th, he's probably as good as anything there. And actually, yeah, okay, so there's the Lancers are still in command. Do we? Moving that balloon coming. All
We
right.
can note that the guard charge here is led by the other half of the Prince Robert Chevalier.
Got the gendarme elite. Let's see who else is over there. Oh, there's some Portuguese chasseurs à cheval.
Yeah.
The creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Creme de la creme. All right. I think I have.
They have
done...
horses, so that's something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brendan, since Mitch isn't here, I'll let you handle whatever is going on over here, since I'm not as familiar with his disposition.
Sure.
All right. So now I guess now we go through our charge movement stuff here. All right. So this will move this one, and he's going there, and this is the target of my charge.
I don't think that unit can do anything, so you just go ahead and check.
The assault marker gets removed, but other than that,
data analysis shows too many variables.
All right, and this one next, he's going 1, 2, 3.
Hey, when you get, can you back up one hex? When you are here, this battalion up here will try to form a rallying square.
Okay.
Which it failed at.
Why did it fail?
Because it's a -3.
Oh, at that distance?
Yeah.
What? But that's at like 5 hexes distance.
4 hexes, maybe.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 hexes.
You can't do it.
I think it's 4 hexes, right?
Oh, yeah. So it says 4 hexes -3.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right. So 2. Next one. This one. And this is not the target of my charge. Here. This is the target of my charge, and that is 5.
Yep. That can't do anything either. So
one last one to here. All right. So now as we execute each charge, correct?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to execute this one first.
On 3rd Battalion Simonovsky, right? Yep. Okay, it rolls to stand. It failed.
Why did it fail?
13.
Oh, you have to do better than your number?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been playing with more 5th edition stuff. So I'm just like,
and with bar too.
Yeah. And bar too, yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's
now it fires fires back. It has 4 firepower against your 8 fire defense, 1 to 2. Miss.
All right. So, all right. Do we finish with this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so all right, boy, that
it
was
has 9 defense strength.
yep, and I have 8 to 1, so
What is your how much?
I have 18,
So you're double, right?
and
36
he's
versus.
and doubled again. Well, he's disordered now, but that's okay. Yeah,
So it's about what, 4 to 1.
it's a it's at maximum, whatever maximum is,
Maximum for that attack is 4 to 1.
and so
So 4 to 1 with a.
why isn't it a 5 to 1?
Well, how much is your attack strength?
I'm 18, and I'm
Okay.
heavy. I'm doubled.
Okay. How much is your total attack strength?
36.
The defense strength is 9.
Right. So it's 4 to 1. And then there's a.
And I
Were you doubling it again for some reason?
yeah, I'm trying. It's better for him to be in disordered because I was attacking him in the flank, so that would have been doubled, and then it was
But he
doubled.
doesn't have a flinch anymore. Yeah.
I had a 4 to 1, and now okay, so it
You
didn't
still have a
even
4 to
him
1.
disordering. Even him disordering. Well, interesting. Okay, well, 4 to 1, and it's and where's my okay? Where's my okay? And
You're just
I've
going
got
to
a
add
plus
5 to it.
5.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 to 1 plus 5.
That's a
Ooh,
surrender.
That's a surrender.
Boom.
Nice charge. Sweet.
All right. So that moves in. He's disordered, right?
Yeah,
Now?
disorder techniques. Yep.
Okay. And formations disorder. Charged. All right. Which one do I want to do next? So if I do that. Now the others are both, let's see. All right, I guess I'll do this one next.
That one passed its morale check.
All right, so roll a single
Defense
die
is
for
20. Yeah. Okay. Die roll for the odds. No
Nope.
effect.
all right.
No firepower because it's coming in off a non-front.
All right. And okay.
We can note that the Guards marching band as heavy cavalry is doubled.
They are
It
not
is.
heavy cavalry.
They are heavy cavalry. Yeah.
movement
According
is
to
moving.
their movement factor, they're heavy.
Oh my gosh.
They're the
Um,
heaviest cavalry in the game, as a matter of fact.
If we're going based on the movement, yes, apparently so. Heavy metal, that's what they are.
Heavy metal. All right, so this one should be a 2 to 1 if I'm correct on this. Or let's see. What do we got in here? We've got we got 10 and 12, 22 to your 20, right?
You're doubled for a flank
I'm
there.
doubled
Right?
for a flank. Yeah.
Yeah. 12, 17, 827 double 54. 2.5 to 1. 2 to 1. Yeah.
2 to 1 with a plus
With a whole
2.
whopping +2.
Mm-hmm. 32,
That is a blank.
34.
So the
guess it's a
cavalry
bounce.
bounces. Yeah, bounce.
Yeah. So I go back. Do I go back as slow as the?
I think a 1/3 of your movement. Yeah, probably as the slowest, right?
Let's see, what are they here? They're well. So
Well, the band is a 9, so they'd go back 3, and the other guys would go back 5, right? Unless the stack all has to stay together.
It's probably stack,
yeah, I think.
but I'm not sure. That's if you want to be specific, you can take a look.
All right. So 1, 2, 3.
And oddly, they don't take a hit because they're not in a zone of control.
True. They didn't leave a zone of control. Nice. All right. But they are disordered. If somebody looking up that to see if
I mean, I don't know that it matters a whole hill of beans, but I can take a look here real quick. Cavalry charges.
all right. So if you want to roll for the next one,
47.
It passed.
Passes, single die.
I think it's a one column shift.
Shift. And this one's also 2 to 1.
Has 20 less 3, 17. 17 defense.
Yeah. And so I'm 18 doubled attack. So
Okay.
it's 2 to 1.
2 to 1 shifted down. Yep.
Shifted down to 1.5 to 1 with a +5. 1.5 to 1 to +5. All right, come on.
Well,
Yes.
that's going to be a route.
What's that result?
DR.
Route?
Yep.
DR. Oh my God. Well done. Okay. Let's see. Where will he go? He's going 12, right? Okay, so he'll go, I think it's 5 to go up there. 5, 6. 7, 8.
Which hex did he go through? I don't think
He went through. He went through
defaulted.
Rosen. He went through Rosen.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to take another 2 hits, right?
He's going to take 3 hits.
2 more, 2 in addition to the original one.
Or,
Right?
yeah, 2 in addition
Right,
to the
okay.
original.
That was a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what's our range here? That's 4.
You're 1, 2, 3, 4. You got
2,
to get
4, yeah.
5.
10, 11,
If
12.
you can.
So for that
Roughly
movement question, it's 13.1.3.1. The movement potential of a stack is the lowest movement potential of any unit in the stack.
There you go.
All right. All right, so this one is what he has got. He's now just.
There's a 1 morale check for that guy you routed through who had the 12 morale, which he passed. So the guy I routed through, he routed.
Yeah, right. All right, so disordered. I say now. Charged. All right, so. All right, so this now is the.
Now would be the regroup.
Yep.
Yeah, regroup, yeah.
Yep, this one's going to get a group. I believe this one will get a shot.
Okay, it fires at 4 versus 8. That's 1 to 2. Miss.
All right, and so I can go up to 5 here, right? Let's see. There it this. All right, I'll just go to think there. And we will mark them exhausted. All right. This one gets to go back. You're going to get one shot at him. Okay.
That's Libera there. Okay. That's 8 versus 8, 1-1. Yes.
And where do I want to end up with him? Let's. And I've got to do a morale check on him to finalize his. Let's see. What
You
did I
should
have?
probably roll for them first, right?
Yeah, that happened long before any of this.
Right.
So go ahead and roll for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I should.
So they have 16 minus 1.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going to be fine. All right. So they don't go any. They're there. All right. Disordered. This guy's exhausted. And this stack's exhausted. Where's the go? Interesting.
Yep.
The when you right click on the band, it doesn't give you an exhausted or a charge thing. All right, prints out with that. Okay.
What was his melee value?
6, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
5.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Exhausted. There we go. Okay. All right. I think that is.
Okay. We can go grab some more stuff from the cup. That was exciting.
Wow.
All right. And next up is this is French number 11.
French number 11.
And then French number 1.
All right.
I don't know who 11 is.
French number 11 is Griot. He's done.
Oh, okay. That was just the guy that was exhausted back there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want to
okay.
move him. I'd rather him get all of his exhaustion off at the end of the turn here.
Yep. All right. So it's number 1. That's going to be Rick.
Yeah. So is there anything left to activate in my sector?
It looks like there's
yours?
there's
Of
a
mine,
Russian.
I've got number 1, which is my whole core over there, which hasn't done anything yet. So basically the guys that are opposite you haven't activated yet. They're probably the last chit in the bucket at this point.
Yeah. So is that these guys or?
Yeah. It's all of those guys.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the ones with the kind of the gold belt, right?
Well,
Gold.
kind of a brown and yellow belt, as opposed to the black and yellow belt, as opposed to the black and something else colored belt. So
Yeah, black and gold belt.
it's the guys you've been fighting for a couple hours now.
They're dead to me. All right, well, let's see if I want to move Freon to anything around Freon's side. see anybody I want to move Priant wise. Can I change stacking order? And if I do that in your
It would trigger
zone of
opportunity
influence
fire.
triggers?
Yeah, we looked that up last time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I am going to move these guys out.
Okay. So I'm going to have, it's going to be 16 to, what have you got there? 3, 7, so 16 to 7, so 2 to 1. That's enough for a hit. Make a morale check. Oh, they're going to keep, they're going to disorder.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're really good guys, but not that good.
They're Spanish after all.
So 2, 4. Okay. And then I would go to Capons.
I don't think we did that in the right order.
You did what in the right order?
I don't think you guys did that right. You're supposed to take your morale. Since he's going to leave that zone, he has to roll to see if he has to roll to see if he can leave. He rolls
Oh,
first.
if I can even leave?
Right.
So I
Then
might not even left. All right, I'm gonna roll, see if I'll leave. 66. So I was gonna leave. He shoots at me.
Yeah.
and
He
then
does
okay.
it damage, and then I roll again because I took a shot and I disorder.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. So we just missed the I have to roll to leave.
Well, let's see. Yeah, you took
Yeah.
right, and you took that as you were leaving the hex. You took the
Right.
Right. We understand that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, the difference is, well, 5th edition, you need to have a leader there to take the unit out.
Right. So I'm gonna do 2 hex assault.
He does have to be in command, but you don't have to have the leader in his stack. So
Right. No, that's the difference between Regs and 5th edition.
Label this guy. H2. Okay. Let's see other coupons. Now, if I move a guy into a hex that has disordered troops, does he become disordered?
Yes.
Yes.
So if I move them out, they get shot. If they fail, they rout.
Right.
He's
if
at
you
16.
want, right. So if you want to move them out,
you have to roll
you have to roll. But I just thought that if you can still move them out, but they would be disordered. But if they pass, if they fail, they rout. If they right.
If they
so
pass,
it's not a case where they can't leave. It's just that if they do leave and they fail the morale check, they would disorder as they leave.
I'm already disordered though.
No. Right. So if they failed, and you wanted to move them out now, and they failed, then they would just rout. But they would still move. So the difference is the way David had explained it before. It sounded like you try to make your test, and if you fail your test, you don't leave the hex. But correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is you still leave the hex, but you would be disordered because as you leave the hex. Yeah. But you could still leave the hex. So if you want to move those guys out, you just move them out, but you make a morale check. If they fail, then they rout. But they're definitely going to move out one way or the other because you say you want to move them out, if that's what you want to do.
But if they weren't disordered, if they fail, they don't move out.
Oh, I'm confused. I thought that if you wanted to
They
move them
disorder
out,
in place.
oh, so
If you
they,
want them,
so
right?
they wouldn't move out. They would just stay there. So if the guy next to him, who's not, who's
Right.
in regular order, if you wanted to pull him out and you failed the test, he would disorder and stay there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that they would still move out, but they would be disordered when they moved out.
Yeah.
But
No,
you're
no,
saying they're stuck there. Okay.
they're stuck then. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this guy. Sure. All right.
So this guy's
So-
guaranteed to leave.
This guy is
because if he
One
going
way or the
there.
other.
yeah. So go
He's
ahead
gonna go
and
to there.
yeah. So go ahead
I'm
and,
gonna make a
roll.
roll.
Yeah. And so he
passes.
So I will get a parting shot at you. So I'll have 16 plus what? Probably 4. I'll have 20 halved is 10. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on those guys, and that's a hit on the top unit. And then they got to make a morale check for. All right, now
they
they're going to
fail.
route.
Flip it.
And then they take another hit for leaving zone of control involuntarily.
Okay. Thought I already left the hex. All right.
Yeah, I would. I don't think he takes another one
One,
because
So
he.
the unit was in the hex,
Yeah.
and it was disordered.
Yep.
Correct.
It tried to leave, rolled a morale check, succeeded.
Correct.
Yep.
So it begins exiting, gets shot at,
Yep.
take the hit.
Yep.
From taking that hit in that hex, it fails.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's still in the hex.
Yeah.
And still in the hex, he routes.
Takes the
Now he's
extra hit.
routing
Okay.
out of zone of control, takes a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6. Is it 10? 4 in the woods?
It's 3.
Forest?
It's
4?
3 for the
3?
forest. Yeah.
2, 4, 6.
So you're up to 9.
9. 10, 11.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, these guys declare assault. Three hexes.
Who are you aiming your assault at? Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Guys, they're shooting. Gerard. So question: if I move, let me just pick this counter. This was a unit. He moved here to here. Can he keep moving? Or do
You'd
I
have to stop
I'm
because
gonna chase
I've got a
him?
zone of influence there.
Well, you don't, do you?
I do.
Because I'm on the flank.
I'm
You can't
disordered.
shoot.
No, I'm disordered.
Oh,
So I have an
so it's
all-around
not.
facing. Yeah.
So you can shoot in any direction. Got it.
I can
Okay.
shoot in any direction. I can't shoot very well, but I can shoot. But if you're infantry, you'd have to stop once you hit that Zoc.
I assume cavalry too, wouldn't I?
Cavalry can move through infantry zones of influence, right? But they would just take opportunity fire.
Okay.
Right. Cavalry gets stopped by cavalry zones of influence, but
Got
but
it. Okay. Interesting. I'll move on to Gerard. Now these guys will move to there. Guns can't unlimber brush, can they? Or they can?
They can.
Okay.
Still cost the 2 points to unlimber, but they can unlimber.
Yeah, using French horse artillery is often a good way to push through the brush blocks because they're fast enough to move a hex or so per turn, and they can still unlimber.
Yeah. I'll move him to there. To there. All right. Now, Gerard. Let's see. These guys can move. Let me look at their morales aren't great. Gonna go 2, 4. To there. And then these guys are Gerard too. Oh, nice. Oh, these guys are beat up.
Yep. Yeah. That's putting it mildly. Yeah. The toughest, the most, full unit's the one that's on the bottom, for God's sake. The other guys are ready to head back to Paris.
Exactly. This artillery 2, 5.
At the Borodino battlefield next to the Shevardino Redoubt, which is Napoleon's headquarters, is the only statue, only monument on the field for the French. And it shows a wounded eagle with its wings half folded, looking back over its shoulder. And the title is to the dead of the Grande Armée, Aux morts de la Grande Armée.
Wow.
So that's, yep. It's a very moving monument, but this is what it's about. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So is it looking back west, or is it looking back?
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's looking west.
Like,
looking west.
Yeah, we should have stayed back there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of forlorn. It's very, very thoughtfully done.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I miss these guys. I want to move these guys. I want to move these guys over to here. I'm done with Gerard.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna move on to Morand.
Cool.
Be Ricky aggressive or to be not aggressive? That is the question. Shut up. I'm going to move to.
Well, it's actually 3 since he's in line. Right, because it cost 1 extra to move into each hex. So it cost him 3 to move there.
Each hex is 1 extra?
1 extra when you're in line, yeah.
Get to there, 7. Oh. Can I move the Moran guy that's disordered out there? I didn't see him.
Yeah, go ahead and move him. He can move half.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing Moran now. Duh,
Yeah.
Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll move this guy to there. And then these guys are good. I will move. cavalry's in my way. Now, when I do I can do assaults from different angles,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But once they stack up, if they're overstacked, then I have to take the modifier because they're from different groups, right?
Well, they're all from the
Organization,
same, but they're
division.
from different regiments, yes. So when they
Yeah,
all,
yeah, different
if they were
regiments.
to consolidate into the hex successfully, then when you made your morale check, you would then suffer since they're from different regiments.
Yeah. I'm going to move this guy to there. And I can't go in a hex with the cavalry.
Correct.
Kind of makes me sad. Can't go to one that's. Can I go into my artillery unit?
As long as you don't
Has
exceed the
it?
stacking limit. So I think it's what? Is it
Yeah.
6 per thing? So
So
that's
he's
got
12.
12. So
I have 4 more.
yeah, you can stack with that guy if you want to.
I'll go stack with that guy. Any reason not to?
I mean, your fire
Stack with
defense is going
artillery?
to.
Yeah, fire defense goes down to 6. Infantry stacked with artillery is usually used when you want very high firepower for attack or defense,
Right.
or if you want to form a square to protect the artillery from a cavalry charge.
His cavalry charges so far have been pretty ineffective. So I'm not worried about that. I'm totally trying to goad you, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Feel goaded?
I feel very goaded.
Rick is allowed to say stuff like that because he had an unbelievably smashing cavalry charge in the
Once.
last year. It was awesome, though. It was a game winner. It was a thunderbolt.
Oh, yeah, at Jena. That was
only because
fantastic.
Eric, playing Napoleon, promised a baton. So
I did. You earned your baton that day. You are Le Prince de Jena.
There's a whole book in the Osprey series written about Rick's cavalry charges called Napoleonic Light Cavalry Tactics.
Come on now. I'm going to move him back.
Oh, that's funny.
And back to there. Okay. And I think all I have left is this X. My only reserve.
Yep.
That's not much of a reserve since it's. Oh no, he's got a pretty big unit there. It's waiting to do something. Two, 4, 6. See, I'm about ready to get in trouble where I'm gonna block all my lines of retreats. So we're gonna move up a little bit though. Napoleon's gonna cry.
Yeah.
I think I'm done unless I missed something. But I think I'm good. Let's look at my leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's good. He's good. He's good. Those guys are in command. I think I'm done.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Let's go back up to the cup then. See what we got left. Hey, last one is mine. So I got to figure out what to do. Let's see. are units that are conducting assaults, do they do opportunity fire?
No.
No.
They don't. Okay, so I could move this guy away from this unit here without having to suffer potentially opportunity fire.
Right. You have to pass the morale check to leave the zone of control, but you don't
You're
get
not
shot
going
at.
to, yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
won't get,
All right, so I'll go ahead and see if I do that. I do. So I could go, I guess, here, and then I'm going to go there and join. I can join a stack that's being assaulted, correct? I just at the bottom of the stack, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. That's that little one there. Let's see. Let me move some of my artillery up here. So Lowenstein's gonna move. Those guys are gonna move there. Those guys are gonna move there. 1, 2, 3. Those guys are going to unlimber there. And let's move their ammo with them. Whoops. Okay, and let's unlimber them. Oh, come on, I just want the one, not everybody. Okay, cool. And Kreitz, we will just, where is he? Down at the bottom of the stack. All right, we'll leave him there because, all right, that's looking a little bit more organized, and Lowenstein will go there. To help a unit limber up, is it any leader or just a leader with an artillery bonus that helps?
Only a normal artillery bonus gives you +1, and a special leader gives you +2. Ordinary leaders without an artillery bonus don't help.
Okay. All right. I will try to limber up these horse guns here. Hey, they finally did it. Hooray. So, that's going to cost them 2 to limber. And then that's 3, 4, 5, and they'll unlimber right there. That should be interesting. All right. Boop, 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 boop. All right. This guy over here is still in command. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to move over there. How is everybody else doing? Okay. All right, that should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've got a guy here. I got to move him, don't I? 1, 2, 3. So let's move him and his single hit out of the way.
Eric, can I move this guy
Who?
here to there?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think you can stack there, though. That's the problem. Unless there's
Oh, you
only
can't
one hit
stack
each,
18?
right?
Yeah, one has 1 hit.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other one says
You can
18.
move him there. Yeah.
And they're the same group. Thank you.
No
I didn't see that.
worries. Okay, and we'll just leave him here. That should take care of the 20. That should take care of the 27th. All right, moving over to my artillery over here. This guy is just gonna drift that way under Kutayazov. All right. All right, what do we do over here? We will go there. And this guy's going to go there. And this guy's going to go there. And we can bring this guy up so we have more reserves. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so
I've heard of these things called reserves.
Yeah, they come in very handy.
But Napoleon, he's
various and sundry points in the game. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I think that'll work, or at least as best we can under the situation. Okay, and I've got these guys. Do I want to put them somewhere and try to do a charge? That could be fun.
There's a disordered Polish infantry column to the rear of Kniazevich.
Oh,
But that
over.
might be extreme. Might be extremely dangerous to go too deep in there, but think about it.
Yeah. Let's see. Could I get over there? This one.
I'd do it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Just Cossacks.
Yeah, I don't know that I can get there because I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2.
Skirmish order to go to skirmish order, move through the infantry,
6.
pop back out, charge at a range of 4-ish or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's a pretty extreme attempt.
Oh, you can do it.
Yeah. Let's give it a try. Come on, it's only Cossacks, for goodness sake.
I mean, I said the same thing about your militia, and look what they did.
Yeah. Well, they were in a swamp, which made it a little easier. So it cost me 3 to go into skirmish. Is that what you're suggesting? Then
Yeah, 4
4,
because you'll
5.
extend to a half.
Okay, so
4 to go to skirmish.
So then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Back to line 15. That's 15, and then shorten up the line 16.
16, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit that guy.
Yeah, if they pass the morale check, and if they don't get zapped by the column on zapping. It's pretty extreme.
It is.
Yeah, it's opportunity fire though, so it's like that.
There would be a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that effective. And he's not in line.
No, he's not. Oh, what the heck. Let's give it a try. We'll have some fun. They've had fun doing some charges. We'll have fun doing some charges too.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be French. I wouldn't do it. I think that's way too risky.
Yeah.
I think
what can you do? Well, first I have to pass a check and see if I can actually do it. So let's see. Oh,
well, there's that.
Nope.
Oh.
No charge after all.
They thought it was way too extreme.
They disagreed with Kutayazov.
You want us to do what?
What? You gotta be joking. Okay.
Have you looked at us before? I'm just like,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Whoops. Okay. So that's it. I think I've got everybody moved that I could move. Everybody else is out of command. So we're going to go to our, I guess it's the fire phase now. Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we starting east or west or splitting into two to speed it up? What do we want to do?
We can probably split into two. So Rick and I can handle the stuff that's going on with Michael's stuff and Devue's stuff. And then David and Robert can handle the stuff that's going on your side of the map, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, we'll go down to game room 1, Rick.
all right. All right.
So let's start way out here in the nether reaches of the universe. He's got.
They don't even know if people are still fighting anymore.
Yeah. So he's.
Oh, I have skirmish guys.
Yep, you got the skirmish cavalry.
They skirmish, do they?
They can.
Yeah.
They can. They've got like a 1 to 3 attack they can do there, and then they've got a 1 to.
We can gang up on that guy, right?
Yeah. So you'd have 6 to 13. So for the first one, do the 1 to 3. Hey, that's a hit. Any way you slice it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, you.
I didn't roll that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's.
I mean, I'll take it if you want. But...
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that's an awesome roll. Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right. 26. Much more.
That's a little bit more reasonable. All right, and then do your 1 to 2 and a half.
Your skirmishers.
Yeah, skirm versus skirm.
56.
56 at 1 to 2.5 is not going to be enough. You got to get in the 60s. All right, I will fire back at you with this guy here. So that's going to be 12 to 13. So that is 1 to 1.5, and that's a big fat miss. All right. Then I know he unlimbered these guns, and he was going to try to use these guns and these guys to fire on that guy.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. So you've got 12 plus 9. Hold.
Can't this guy shoot?
He can't, because his value is like only like a 3
or
it's 4
just too
or something.
Low. Got it.
Let me see. I've got to. Okay, so flip. I got to take the little thing off of him. So he's 4. So 4 to 13 is less than 1 to 3.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's
he
make
can't
sure.
really do
Cool.
anything. Yeah. Okay. So then here you're going to have 21 to, I think, 16 maybe. Yeah, 21 to 16. So that's going to be a 1-to-1 shot. And that's a miss. All right, and then I can fire back. This guy can shoot. Yeah, and I think, that's the first time that guy fired. So you just get him an ammo marker there and knock off 1. So I'll have 9 to 9. I'll have a 1-to-1 shot on those guys. Hey, that's a hit.
Oh, I saw 34. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. That's why we write our names there.
Oh.
So you should be. He had 1 hit. Now he's down to. Yeah, he's at 3 now. So go ahead and make a morale check with a -6, I guess. He's happy.
45.
All right. Then he's got this group of artillery they could fire down the line at that guy, and then you could throw that guy in while you're at it. So you're going to have 6 plus, you'll have 9.
These guys can't shoot.
They can't, but because there's nothing for them to shoot at.
Yeah.
But this guy.
You're saying 2 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have 9 plus, this guy's 12, so you'll have Once again, 21 to 16, so it's another 1-to-1 shot. Hey, that's a hit. All right, let's go ahead and mark them, and they might even consolidate into a hex. Yep, there's only 3 left, so they're going to. So I will have them fire before I consolidate them, just so we're sure. So they've got 6 points there, plus 12 there, so we've got 18. 18 to 9. We've got a 2-to-1 shot there on those guys. A 36 at 2-to-1 is a hit.
Okay, hit. Let me roll. 23.
Flip them over and see.
F 24.
24. So they're going to disorder. So just put a disorder marker on them, but they're going to get their parting shot. Oh, they already did get their parting shot. They were part of this group that
Artillery.
fired on with the artillery in conjunction. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me go ahead and consolidate that guy into that hex. Cool. Good. Now, let's see. I've got this guy here, and the guns that are unlimbered here can fire on that chap. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 8 plus 12. That's going to be 20. 20 to 6. That's going to be a 3-to-1 with a plus 2 for my leader. Ooh, 3-to-1. That's going to be a 65. That is 2 hits on these guys here.
And he's eliminated.
Okay, we'll go ahead and have him fire back. He could fire, I guess, in conjunction with this guy, right? So it's probably going to be, what were they? Were they 8s on the back, or were they 6s on the back?
8.
They're 8. So you'd have 16 to 10.
8s.
So 2-to-1 shot. Nope.
Nothing.
All right, go ahead and send him off to the dustbin of history. Now, my artillery that was here can still keep rolling through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be at long range. So it'll be 5 to 6 with a -6. And that's going to be a miss. And then we would then have 5 to 6 with a -12. Maybe if we rolled really well. No. Okay. So
what corps is this guy part of?
He's part of Piatowski's Polish Corps. So they are. Where's Piatowski? They are the 5th Corps.
5th Corps?
Yeah,
okay.
5th Corps.
Okay.
Okay, let me just mark my ammo for that guy. Whoops, went the wrong way. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, all right, so they've done their shooting thing. All right, I've got these 2 guys here can fire on this guy. So that's going to be, what, 6 plus 6, 12. So it's going to be a 2-to-1 shot there on those guys. And that's a miss. All right, you've got your cannon here that's still functioning. What can it fire at? It can fire at my artillery, and that's about it. It can't see anything else at this point in time.
Oh, I'll do my Hail Mary.
That's a good roll, but not enough.
Decrease.
Yeah, because you're at like 3 to whatever. Okay. All right. I've got these 2 guns then that can fire here, and then we'll throw in the skirmish while we're at it. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 8 plus 12. That's going to be 20, 24. That's going to be a 4-to-1 shot with a plus 2 for my leader. So 36 at 4-to-1 is a single hit.
All right. Guy behind him.
Yep. So then that's going to be, yeah, it's now it's a 1-to-1 with a -6, and that's a miss. And you rolled for this the guy.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Well, he can
32.
fire. Yeah, a 32 is
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
So he passes. So
Yeah,
then,
those two guys
yeah.
shoot on the skirmisher.
Yep. Nope.
31.
All right, and then my skirmisher has a little skirmish on that guy, so it's going to be 4 to 6. And that's a miss.
I get all these guys into line. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, keep going.
Okay. These guns don't have any targets because I've got units in the way.
He might be able to shoot. Uh,
No, because I got a unit there, unit there, unit there.
yeah.
I got
I
these
wonder.
guys
Well,
here, so yeah, I can't
yeah,
really shoot
no.
anything.
Trying to see if you could snipe through there to get to like.
Yeah,
that
I was
guy,
looking at
but-
it too, but I
Mm.
really don't think I can. But I don't
Yeah,
know that I
no, the
want
skirmisher.
to.
Yeah, if the skirmisher wasn't there, you could.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So next turn. All right. So now we're over to this part of the line. So we've got some people that can shoot at each other. So I've got this chap here who can fire on this guy there. So I'm going to be 16 to your 9. So that is 1.5 to 1. 44 at 1.5 to 1. Maybe a hit. Yes, it is. So that's going to ding that guy.
26. Take a look. 24.
24. He's happy. All right. And then you can go ahead and fire back.
Think.
So he's going to be worth 12. And then
Shoot
this
him
guy is in, he's going to be worth 8. So you'll have 20 to 9. You'll have a 2-to-1 shot there if you use these two guys on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
We'll shoot those guys.
That is
4.
a hit. All right, let's go ahead and increase, and let's make a morale check. Oh, 16. Do they pass? Nope,
Oh,
they're
you're
elite
halved.
units,
Yeah.
so they
Oh.
don't care.
Even if
So-
they're halved?
Even if they're, yeah. So if they're
Nice.
elite, no negative modifiers apply to them. So
At all. Okay,
at
cool.
all, yeah. So
Nice.
they are.
Nice.
There's fewer of them. You could take some comfort in that. All right, I'll have this guy fire here, so that's going to be another 16 to 9, so 1.5 to 1. Hey, 64, that's good enough for a hit on those boys. And
6.
they passed. Okay, and then you want to do your shot, so that guy's going to be worth 12 plus 8. You'll have 20 to 9. You'll have a 2-to-1 there. And
45.
that's good enough for a hit. Oh, and that's, I guess, his first hit. I was expecting more people dinged up, but he was still fresh.
Just rub it
Yeah.
in. Just rub it in.
All right, this chap is going to fire here, so that's going to be 16 to.
Did you roll his morale?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, give me a second. Oh, he's happy.
I mean, he's elite, so probably not.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this guy then is going to fire. So he's got 16 to 7. So we got 2-to-1 on those guys because the size of your stack. Ooh, and that's going to be 2 hits on them.
Okay.
And make your morale check. And they pass. All right. The other guys can't do anything since they're being assaulted. This guy, and So these guys, this guy can fire, so you can pick who you want him to shoot at.
I think I'll shoot at the guys being assaulted.
It's probably a good idea. So you will have 12 to 9. So 1 to 1. Oh, that's a hit and a leader casualty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when it rains,
I think
it
that's
pours.
the first leader casualty I've ever given
All right,
here.
let me roll and see what we have. A 4. He is going to be wounded. I think he's wounded in the arm or something like that. Let's see if I can find the leader casualty table. A 4. Arm wound. Roll, run 1 die for the number of hours out of the battle. 2 hours. So he's going to come back
It's just a
at
flesh wound.
320. Whoops, he's not out of command. We need to put a label on him. All right. Okay. And let me drop him on the time track. Okay. All right. And I think he was, what was he worth? He's got a morale of 1. Okay, so not a whole lot. Okay, so I need to then make a morale check with a -1 for the leader loss. 36. And the guy's half dead as well, so I will have a -7. So that's going to be.
But did I just do did I do a wound to you too?
Yeah, of course you did. You
I
rolled
mean,
a 66.
damage to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you did 1 hit, right? So I had
Okay.
to make a morale check for that, and then leader.
Got
so
it.
no, they pass. Not much left of them, but they passed. All right. Good. Then I'll have my guy
Shot
fire
back.
on your guy who's doing the assault over there. See if we can knock a few off of him. So that's going to be a 16 to 7. So that's going to be another 2 to 1. 62. That's going to be a single hit on 2 to 1. Yeah, single hit.
Okay. My morale. 14.
So they are going to disorder.
We are 13, or is that 15? I can't read that. Hold on.
Oh, what's
That's
your guy?
15. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
15.
15.
So
Yeah.
they disorder.
Yep.
Of course. Okay, let's go ahead.
So they'll
and
still do the assault, but they'll be disordered. So.
Yeah.
All right. Then you've got these 2 guys, I guess, can fire here on that chap. So you're
Yep.
going to have 12, 24, 24 to 8. You'll have 3 to 1. 26 at 3 to 1. That still might be enough. I think that's enough for a hit, but let me double check. 3 to 1. Yeah, 22 or better. Okay, so that guy's going to take a hit, and let me go ahead and make a morale check for him with a +3 for the leader. Hey, they're happy. Okay, now we're moving over to this side. So I'm going to have this artillery is going to fire here on that stack. We're at a distance of 3. So that's going to be 9, 12, 12 to 6. So it's going to be a 2 to 1 with a +4. Yeah, 2 to 1 with a +4. Here we go. That's enough for a hit. Oh, those guys are going to disorder.
That's terrible. Okay.
All right. Then I've got, well, you've got these guys can fire on me, and I'm going to fire on you. So why don't you go ahead and take your shot with these guys first?
Nothing.
Nah, nothing. Okay, I've got these 2 artillery, plus this guy is going to fire on you here. So my artillery is at a range of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so medium range for both. It's going to be 18, 36, 36 plus 16. That's going to be 46. That's going to be 52, 52 to 9. We're looking at what, 5 to 1?
Yeah, 5 to 1 at least.
Yeah, 5 to 1. With a plus 5. 5 to 1 with plus 5. Here we go. 65. That's off the charts. That is 3 hits. They just ceased to exist.
All right. So I'll have to roll at least.
That's one way of looking at it.
All right. Oh, no, I don't put it on there. I put it on the death thing.
Yeah, put it over on the core charts with all the other stacks of demolished units. All right, and then I've got stuff that's rolling through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one's at medium, one's at long. So I'm going to have 18 plus 9, 20, 27. 27 to 8 because you're disordered now. So that is going to be a 4 to 1. Oh, sorry,
Is there
3
a
to 1.
minus or anything?
3 to 1 with a
Minus
minus
6?
6. Yep, 3, 1, minus 6.
Yeah.
So that's a miss. Okay, and then it stops when it hits the brush. So nothing else more exciting. All right.
Well, it doesn't hit the guys in the brush?
No, it stops when it enters the brush. So it will, if I shot the, I don't know.
I think it hits the unit in the brush. It's just not going to go past it.
Well, let me check here real quick. So
that doesn't make sense. There's an invisible wall.
Which targets a hex terminates in them. Ricochet may bounce into, but not through. Okay, yeah. So it can bounce into. Okay. All right. So we'll be at a 18. We'll be at a 2 to 1 with a minus 12. So I still have to roll really well. Nah, nothing. All right. Let me update my ammo for those guys. Okay. All right. And let's see. Now we are over with Dave's stuff. So unless this is your gun here, right? Is this your gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can take a shot at that with that. So there's a skirmish cavalry out here you could take a pot shot at.
Sure. Let me roll real quick. Nothing.
Nah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd have a 1 to 1. Well, you could fire if you shot here, it would roll through there. You could do a 1 to 1 with a minus 6.
Oh.
Ricochet.
43. Nah.
Okay. All right, let's go join the other guys and catch up on where we're at. Hi guys, where are you at?
52. Yeah, that's
we're
2.
At the Westphalian Guard Grenadiers.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Yep.
They pass the check. Okay, he'll shoot back. He's got 8. He'll shoot at the Guard Grenadiers. 8 versus 9. Miss.
All right. On down the line here.
Yeah. The Great Redoubt has a big artillery shot.
Hey, Michael.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for the message. I completely forgot about tonight. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Michael,
I tried sending you something on. Yeah.
Your Guard Grenadiers, Westphalians, just scored a wicked hit against the Russian guards in column. It was awesome.
That is, that's great to hear that.
Yep. Okay. Your Moloff and Dr. Off will fire down at this square here. They have 54. It's like 9 to 1 against the square plus 5. Plus 5. 36 at 9 to 1 is 2 hits.
Well, they're not in a square anymore.
And not anymore.
No, yeah, they disorder before they take the morale check.
Yep.
And then 2 of it will ricochet. The third won't ricochet.
Stuff. I do, and they're automatically disorder out of that. And Let's see what they do if they even pass this. Probably
Gonna have
just
a
route it.
-9, right? Unless they're an elite unit.
Yeah, they're routing away. So
That's probably the best for them.
all right, 1, and they gotta go to 7 to
It's
7.
about as direct a route path as there could be.
Yeah. Uh,
Down the slope
it's
is
11th.
+3. Yeah.
So all right, so 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That was a long way. Okay, that shot ricochets through Lebrun's gendarme, and it's got 18 against, what is that? 8, maybe 2 to 1, probably 2 to 1.
Yep.
That's a miss.
No, it's long range. It's not short range.
But yeah, right.
medium.
So it's 18. Yeah, they missed.
Okay.
But that roll they missed for sure. And then it actually probably jumps over and hits the light, but it's 18 minus 12, be 1 to 1, no chance of hitting on the guys across the river. So that's that. Moving east, Toll has a infantry battalion here against that square. It has 2.5 to 1. That's a hit here.
All right.
And they're not in square anymore either.
No, they're going to be disordered, so they increase. All right, so they were 3 plus, and this one's a 3. So I'm 6 to 9, 1 to 1.5.
Yep.
All right. Delete. 1 to 1.5. Boom. No, that's not going to do it.
And I think now we're getting over into Eric's infantry around the squares there.
Did you roll for this guy that was in square for his morale check for the hit?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
That should be fine.
Okay, cool. All right, we've got a little shooting going on over here. So that's going to be 12, 24 plus, this is probably what, just worth 6 maybe? So worth 3. So it's going to be 27. So it's going to be a 4 to 1 shot on those guys. And no pluses, no minuses. Here we go. Hey, that's probably good enough for at least one hit at 4 to 1. Yep. Single hit on your squares, and you can fire back. You've got 8.
Couple of targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could fire a 1 to 1 shot there, and then you could join in with the other guy there. So for the 1 to 1 shot.
So for the 1 to 1 shot, let me just see if there's anything else I want to add in with that. No, that looks like 1 to 1 shot. Boom. I don't think that's quite enough, is it?
No.
Nope. 51 it needs.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you want to roll for this guy, make a morale check for him since he took a hit. Okay, he's happy. All right. Then we're over here with that guy and whatever else you want to throw in on this poor chap here.
So there so I'm on the flank, so it's 6 is defense. So I got 12 plus
12 plus 8, you've got 20.
20.
You got 3 to 1.
3 to 1 on that. Yeah, I think I'll just do the 3 to 1, and then I can do that, and I can do that on there. All right, so 3 to 1.
Nope, I think that's
nope. Missed it by 1.
Yep. Sometimes you get lucky. Okay. Now we're over here, and we've got some artillery, and I got a guy here that's in skirmish. And I think
Eric, how do you want to combine the artillery and the skirmisher there? Only one battery can see the square, so shall he join you?
Yeah. That would make sense. So we'd have him fire plus. So I'd have 6 for the skirmisher plus. I don't know what the artillery is.
8 for the battery.
Okay, so we're at 14. So we're at a 2-to-1 shot. And it's this guy here, so we don't have a bonus. For
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, so it's just a 2-to-1. Here we go. 36.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's a
So
hit.
he doesn't need a officer to add in an artillery. I keep forgetting.
There's only a single battery firing, so it doesn't need an officer.
Well, what I'm pointing out though is I would have added this battery into that last one,
Cool.
which with the 20 would have probably would have been had been 4-to-1, 4 more, so it would have possibly changed
so
the
that
odds.
would have made it a single hit.
All right.
Okay, go ahead and mark your ammo.
Yep.
All right, and let me go ahead and make a morale check for that guy. He's probably going to disorder. Boop, boop, boo. Okay.
The 12th Division is melting away.
Well,
All right.
That's why we've got an entire corps behind them. So.
Oh.
All right. So let's see. All right. So.
Okay.
All right. So you shot at me.
And we got a hit on your square.
Square. All right. So they're going to take an increment loss, and they're going to do a morale check. Yeah, they should be fine with that. Being in square. All right. Napoleon's going to take his shot.
Of course.
Oh, you got that skirmisher there, so he's got to be the initial target, doesn't he?
Yep, that's one of the reasons why I put him there.
All right, so
bowling for dollars.
Well, wait a minute, then I might want to change this.
Okay. I don't know who else you can hit at this point.
Oh, I got another target here.
Oh, he does. Oh, well.
Both of them can combine on that.
Except I've already been shot at, so.
Not these guys.
Not who guys? You this is in the way.
No,
he's already been a target.
I can't shoot him. He's blocked from this one. I can't target him with this one.
I'm not suggesting you are. You said Napoleon. Napoleon's stacked right there. So I don't know how you're hitting this guy without passing through that hex.
He's tucked out of sight.
Who's tucked out of sight?
The disordered unit's tucked behind the square.
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
He cannot block because he's blocked.
The disordered unit can't see Napoleon because Napoleon is just east of the straight hex spine.
Okay.
So Napoleon can't see him, so he can't block fire. He's tucked up. He's further northeast out of the line of fire.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay, because in the other rule sets, it's just like, you couldn't shoot the other guy because the other guy's in front of it is blocking your line of sight.
Terry Doherty is clearly an extremely meticulous right-hander.
Yes.
All right, so let's.
David, can both batteries shoot up there at the cavalry, or just one?
Yep, both of them, because the other one just goes across, I believe, this hex point.
Yeah.
So I'll draw it again for you.
Yeah.
There, but when I looked at that.
Yeah, it's actually outside of it. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
So, that's a good shot.
And so we've got 2 there. So we've got 9 from that. I don't think nope, he's not. The extra gun's not close enough. But the other's got 7 plus 3.5, so 4, 11 plus 9, 20. All right, 20.
B6 for 3-to-1.
All right, 3-to-1 plus 12.
Probably 2.
Yep. even without the
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Then it ricochet. Yep. Ricochet is probably 20 against the next group as well.
Except that's a smaller target, right? Because they've only
It's
got
a flank.
5.
It's a flank.
Oh, so don't they have a fire defense? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so nope, or -6 on this roll then. So
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Nice.
that's another 2.
And
Another
there's
2.
there's
Dang.
There's the
The
leader
guard
there.
cavalry was just lined up for that shot. They were on parade, and here comes
There's the
Napoleon.
leader there too. So you got to roll for the leader.
Awesome. Good shot. Here's the leader casualty roll. He's safe.
Just a flesh wound.
Ooh.
Nearly
a little hot cannonball rolled up at his foot.
I admit, does it ricochet into the cannon behind it? That's going to be 1-1 -12, so there's no.
Right.
Not possible.
That was a great shot, though.
He raised his eyebrow.
And yeah,
It's those oblique shots that have the best ricochets and penetrations, even at long range. That was a really great shot.
so
All right, now we're.
let me mark. I got to mark
Yep.
off some ammo here. So mustn't forget. All right. And did I do the other one? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, where are we now?
Okay, we're over here by Semyonovskoye. Yep, and everybody is shooting at other people, but I got a gun here that can fire there. So that's going to be 3-1, shifted to 5-1 for canister. Here we go. 36 at 5-1 is a single hit. They are no longer in square.
And they automatically disorder out of that.
Correct.
Disorders, boom, boom, and let's see what they do. Oh, they're fine. Give me more of your grape shot.
There you go. All right, I'm happy to oblige. I've got, let me go ahead and mark that guy's ammunition. Okay, and then I've got these guns up here going to fire on your art.
You're going to have to excuse me for just a second. My son just arrived.
Okay, no worries.
I'll be right back.
Take a shot. We'll add it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everything's medium range. So 18 and 1836 plus 6. That's going to be 42. Plus 8 is going to be 50. So we are at 50 to 6. That is going to be
8-1.
8-1. And I've got a +4 for my leader and the size of his stack. He's got what, 16? Oh, I'm going to have a +16 on the die roll. So 8-1 with a +16. Here we go. 36. That's going to be 46, 56, 64. That's going to be 3 hits. On the bright side, he doesn't have
Where was
to worry
this
about
disgusting shot at?
That was this stat right there.
All right. Sorry, my son was on a road trip and just arrived from Colorado. So
Nice.
All right,
Cool.
your
All right, where
your
are we at here?
dragoons just got hit with three hits here.
3.
3. They were lucky not to get hit with a 4th one. If I'd rolled just a smidge better. So
What was the odds, man?
8-1 odds with a plus 16.
Wow. Because of size. All right. So 3 hits, huh?
Yep.
Units, increments lost.
You had worse.
Yeah.
On the bright side, I don't think you have to
All
worry
right.
about making a morale check for those guys.
I
Maybe they
don't.
do. I don't know. Oh,
Oh yeah,
actually,
I could.
you could
I
fail.
could fail. I could fail 1 in 18 chance or whatever. So,
Not
but
this time. All
not
right,
this
and then
time.
we keep bouncing along. So how does that work?
It goes over the heads of the Voltigeurs because there's a 1 hex shadow.
Okay, so then it's going to hit these guys here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna hit.
So that one would definitely, the one that's on the edge, the other end. Whoops, somebody else is playing with stuff here.
I was checking too, but I don't think
I think this guy might, the one that's on the end, the western one, is probably
Yeah.
going to bounce over here into the guns,
Yeah.
maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, he would bounce into the guns. Okay. All right. So, with the stuff that's coming to hit these, we'll have 18 plus. No, what do we have? We got 9.
Probably long range.
Yeah,
Long
They're
range,
long
yeah.
9
range.
plus 3, 9 plus 8. So that's going to be 17. 17 to 6. That's going to be 2.5 to 1. And then we're going to have a -6 for the ricochet, but a plus 18 for the stack.
17
So
to
we'll have a plus
1.
12. Right, I have 17 to your 6, so it's 2.5 to 1.
2.5. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. 2.5 to 1.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
So 2.5 to 1 with a plus 12. Here we go. That's going to be a 64. So that's a single hit.
What was the plus for the?
The size of the stack was a plus 12. I mean,
Yeah,
a
but
plus
mine's
18.
okay. That's what I'm asking.
Right. So
All right.
the stack modifier is 18, and then with the ricochet, it brings it
No,
down to plus 12.
a 16 to 18 is a plus 12. So it's a plus 6.
No. The size of your stack is
Is
plus
18.
Yes. So it's a plus.
Oh, 12.
It's a plus 18.
No, it's a plus 12. 16 to 18 is plus 12. I'm looking at the chart right below the fire chart.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All I saw was 18 increments in the hex. So I was looking at the last one. Okay, so it's a plus 6.
6.
So that's still going to be a single hit.
I know it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's better than 2.
It wasn't going to be 2 even if for the other one. It had to get into.
And he has no morale,
So he does not care. All right.
He doesn't care.
Let me update my ammunition. All right.
It probably ricochets some of it into the next regiment.
Yes. And then we still have to do the ricochet from this one over there. So that would be a 9 to 16.
Minus 12.
Minus 12. Not minus 12. Minus 6.
Minus
Oh,
six.
minus 6. Yeah,
one,
that's
yeah.
Not much of a chance, but
Yeah.
maybe on a
No.
flyer. Yeah.
Okay. And then you're saying this one might hit something?
Maybe. Don't you think?
So then
Lowenstern
it's
probably.
going to be 17 to, what is it, 8? So it's 2 to 1?
6. 8 against 8.
Well,
2-1, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2 to 1 with a minus 12. So it is conceivable I could get a hit, right?
No, isn't it?
55 becomes a 35 at.
I think it's only. I think it gets only 9 against whatever that 8.
8, yeah, 1-1.
Why is it only 9?
Because I think only this one can hit it.
Well, what happened to this guy's stuff?
He's crossing the other way.
It's crossing over here.
Oh, it's not. Okay, so they both met here, but you're saying the other one went the other way?
Probably.
These two both went through that square.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at it. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so nothing there, and then there's nobody in the other hex.
You might get down to
Then I would what hit this
I think,
guy?
I think that guy.
Okay.
I think it tired guy behind, but who knows?
Okay. Okay, so the tired guy back here, then you're
Yeah,
saying
it
what?
is. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
tired guy.
So that's then going to be that one I've got. It's 8 to 8. It's a 1-to-1 shot with a minus 12, which is impossible to hit anybody, right?
Can't
Yeah.
Can't hit.
Okay. Good. And then last but not least, I've got this guy firing here on these cavalry. So that's going to be a 12 to, is it 8 or 6? What is it? Oh, they're in line.
6. 8. Sorry, 8.
Okay, so it's 1.5 to 1. Here we go. Hey, that's definitely a hit. Not much left of those poor guys.
And take a morale check. Yeah,
And they're
looks
happy.
gonna pass.
Okay, and I think that took care of all of our shooting. So now it's time for assaults. And the French have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assaults.
Are several of the arrows pointing at a single unit count as one?
Yeah, I'm just counting them as 1.
Yeah.
And then the Russians have got 1, 2, 3, 4 assaults. There's not anything going on out in the Eden.
I count 7
you count
French.
7. Well, Rick's got 2,
1, 2,
and you've
3,
got 1, 2,
4.
3,
I've got
4, 5.
Maybe 6.
And then there's another
5.
one over here, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 8 to ours. So the French are going to pick one and go first.
The French are gonna pick one. Rick, you want to go for yours?
We can do mine. That's fine. Whatever. Mine's easy.
Cool.
Just pick one.
Yep.
We're gonna take the one that lost the leader. I know they're demoralized. This one.
Okay.
There.
All right. So you started off 2 hexes away. So you're going to have a a -9 on your check. So you're going in.
4.
Okay. And then I will go ahead and roll. And I'm going to stay too. So now let me roll and see if we have an odds shift. We do. We have 2 odd shifts, just for good measure.
Why not?
All right. And then I'm going to have fire-wise 16 doubles. Going to be 32 to... You've got 7 there. Is it if you've got 7 or less, or if it's less than 7, you have the defensive line?
Which unit are we talking about?
We're talking about he's got guys in line over here. He's got 7 increments.
That has the fire defense of 6.
Of 6. Okay, so actually, but they're in the brush, so it has a fire defense of 7. So it's going to be a 4-to-1 shot on those guys then. Here we go. 54 at 4-to-1. That's good enough for 2 hits.
got 24 firing back.
So he rolled a 22. So that's,
Well, that's for my
gonna be-
morale, right?
Oh, you don't make a morale check. It's the
Oh. Okay.
it just modifies your assault roll.
Okay.
So so that's not going to be a hit, is it? 24 to 9. That's 2.5 to 1. No, it just falls short. Okay. So now you flip over what you've got. I flip over what I've got, and we see what we've got. So that guy's down to like 1 increment. So we're going to say that's 3. And that guy's got 6 off. So we'll say that's 7. So I've got 10.
I had 14 with 5 increments, but I'm down to 1.
So
Probably
that's gonna be
3.
3.
And then the guy below him is a 10.
So you're going to have 13 to 10. So that's 1 to 1. And then we shift it over 2 columns. So now it's 1 to 2 with a minus 12 on your roll.
Right.
So
16.
that's going to be attacker routes.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, and to go 12.
They're going to go 11.
7, 11, so they go back 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And they take a loss, so that unit's gone. Routed. Okay.
All right. You guys want to do another one, or we want to do a Russian one?
Russians get to choose one, I think.
Okay. All right. So, Brennan, go ahead and pick what you're going to do out on your side.
We'll do this assault against Michael's battalion here.
Okay.
So first we roll to close, needing a right 14. What was his distance? 3 minus something or other.
That's
So
5.
5. Okay. So that's a 0. They passed.
Okay.
Defender.
What's the adjustment? He
He's
is
going to have a minus
down
9, right? So he's
minus
half
9,
dead.
so it's 1.5.
So that's going to be a
Ooh, it's gonna be
32.
close.
It's gonna
His
be
morale is 25.
So he just hit his morale.
I think he fails.
Yeah.
All right. So he routes.
Yeah. All right, so let's flip that. All right, where's my chart? There we go. So,
I'd route yourself down the hill.
He's going to take another hit, right? So it'll be up
Yeah,
there.
one more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There I can go straight back, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, 1, no.
So that was
Down
4
a
down the hill, right?
black. Yeah, so 4, 5, and up a black is 4, and then 4, so that's 7. He has to, if he wants to go straight back, he has to stay right there. No, actually, he can
he's
go
got to
right there.
keep going on clear terrain or something, right?
Yeah.
You have to use all your movement points if you can.
5, 7, 9, 11.
But
Yeah,
can he
can
go
you go
there?
back to that one? Or does he have to go right here?
Well,
He can't go down there. He's out of movement points, so he goes to where you put him.
yeah, but
Yep.
would he go there because he's not getting further away from people, right? Isn't he trying to
He
get
can't
further
go.
away?
He can't go down the Black Hill, and he must expend all of his movement.
So wouldn't he go here? He's
That's
got
the
2
same-
movement points left.
He already came from there. No.
No, he came from here.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when he's here, he's got 4 movement points left. Does he have 4 or does it have much? So it was
Uh,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6, 7,
7,
and you've got 11.
11.
Yeah, you got 4 movement points left.
Yeah.
So when you're here, you got 4 movement points. Yeah, so you've got enough to go there, but you're not getting further away from people if you go there.
But it doesn't matter because that doesn't give him further either.
All right.
So he can choose
So he
between
has
the
a
two.
choice.
Yeah. He can choose between the two.
So in the spirit of moving, I'll use it on my movement points. I'll just go
Yeah,
there
yeah.
then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the attacker goes here and now continues to assault the artillery.
Oh, he's going to assault the artillery? All right.
Yeah. So now the artillery is being assaulted by 2 groups. The skirmisher will roll its roll to close.
Well, and I believe that artillery can change his hex facing 1 hex.
Is that right? What's the rule there?
It is, let's see.
As my memory is that a single artillery battery not in a zone of control can pivot. But I could be wrong. That's a double artillery battery, so in any case, it doesn't get to pivot.
Well, it is a double?
18.3.2.
Yeah,
can't be
never
on
mind.
DUI.
If it's I was thinking it was a single. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the skirmisher will try to join the attack by rolling its roll to close, which passed. So now you're being assaulted from 2 hexes, which is a -3, and you're being assaulted from a flank, which is -6. You got -9 on the roll to stand.
Yeah, he rolled a 66. He passes.
Okay. So now you get the fire. Well, now we exchange fire, and you also get an odd shift.
What are the odds of rolling 2 66s in a row between 2 players?
In Vassal, they're about 98%.
Touche.
All right. So roll a single die, Michael.
All right.
So no shift.
Great.
No odd shift. Now we're going to add firepower up.
Okay, so I am at
10 on 1 of 24 doubled.
24.
48.
And shifted for grape shot. Your target is a skirmisher with 14 defense. So you got 3-1 on the odds, up 4-1, 5. You got 5-1 fire. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting back, the skirmisher has 24, 16 is 40 versus 16, 2.5 to 1. 2 hits.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits.
And a leader.
I got to roll for the leader.
And the leader.
Leader is
Who
dead.
dies.
That's got to
You guys have
hurt.
been
So
brutal with failing
the
leader.
upper battery is gone, and the lower battery rolls a morale check for the leader. Yeah, reversed for his morale.
All right, so here's the morale check.
With a -4.
Really? Does he really roll a morale check? Because
He does not roll.
assault.
He does not roll a morale check because it's part of the assault. That's right.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, but the leader's dead though. Yeah.
Leader's dead. Yeah.
Leader fine. Okay. All right. So now it's assault, and we have skirmisher who has 18 less 3 is 15. Have about 8. Have 4. Skirmisher has 4, and the battalion has 34. 38. It's 5-1. You did hit. I did 2 hits, so it's 5-1 plus 6. 31. You probably die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a DR.
Okay, so we roll to spike the guns.
That's what it. Yeah.
Spike guns. Is that a high roll or a low roll for spiking?
No, that's the wrong column.
Let's see, somewhere here. You would think it'd be on these charts. Spikes. Oh yeah. So on infantry assault, a
That's
1
a
or
1.
2, they're
Yep.
spiked. So yeah.
Okay, so the remaining battery doesn't go to the battery box. It's just eliminated. The top
All
guy
right, so the heavy battery
goes to the
died.
battery box. He was pulled off by firepower. He goes to the battery box, and then yeah. Now these units take the hex, and they disorder.
And you get a shot with this one as this one leaves.
Yeah. All right, let me clean up all of the. Do I leave the battery that got spiked? Do I leave the ammo?
No, ammo's all
It's-
gone.
it's- Yeah.
And it was the lower, it was the so the upper one got destroyed from musket fire. So it
I
shows
thought the
up
lower
in
one
the,
did.
no, the one that's on the bottom, the one that's on the top is the one that takes the fire hits. And the one that was on the bottom was the
heavy?
one that was involved. Yes, that was the one that was involved in the combat. So the heavy got spiked, and then the other one is in the battery box, since it just got shot and not spiked.
All right, somebody grab the heavy.
I already
from
moved it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
now I got to
that's-
roll for these guys to take a shot.
That's right.
No.
They were so astonished at the impetus of the Russian guard that they misfired.
They forgot to load their guns. All right, it's
Now
over
the
to the French to do something exciting. French, where do you want to make your next assault?
You want to do your second one, Rick?
Yeah, I can get my second field assault out of the way.
Okay, so that guy came in at 3.
Hi.
So he's going to have, what, a -6, and then he's disordered, so he's got a -9.
14.
Oh, 14. He's going to rout.
Two, 4, 6. Is it 3 more?
He's going
Force?
11.
So
So
what's
2,
force?
4, 6, 9 gets you there, and then he can go
10,
there.
11.
That's 11, yep. And then the top guy is going to take another hit for leaving the Zoc.
All right, I'm done. Thank you.
All right, I guess it's over to the Russians.
All right, the next one will be the next battalion down the line here. So that one has a morale of 14, and it closed. So now the defender.
All right, morale 23.
Even without all the modifiers, he would bug out.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, you Russians are very scary to the Germans. So, all right. So,
And that's before World Wars I and II.
you should please try assaulting with the North Koreans now.
They're waiting their chance for late in the game.
All right, 2, 3, 10. So right there.
Cool. All right. And did they take a hit for leaving zone control?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this battalion, which is in line, will take the hex and assault the next one. So you can roll to stand there.
-9. Yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so now roll for defensive column shift.
Nothing.
I can't make that roll to save my life.
All right, so we exchange fire. I have
Which is the target? I presume these guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So I have 32 versus 7 is 4-1 attack. 4-1, probably 2 hit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. These Westphalians are melting.
Well, they don't have anybody left.
Shh.
So
Don't publicly proclaim that, please.
Yep.
All right, so he dies.
Yep.
Yeah, but you get a parting shot.
Yeah, unit. Let's see.
So he's probably what? What's he worth?
6,
Oh,
4,
he's worth
8.
8, right?
8 doubled 16.
Yeah. Hey,
64.
Fourth hit, yep. Okay.
And then
So
you
you.
So this is just a delete of the unit.
yeah, he's just gone, right? All he's got left
Yeah.
is he took 2 hits and he only had.
No, I'm just. I mean, in terms of killing him off, he's just from a functionality standpoint, he's just a straight delete.
Yeah, no.
Put him on the
Over
morale
on
chart.
the
yeah.
morale table.
8th core morale chart. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and he is with the
Where
8th
is
core.
the core?
Yeah.
8th core. Yeah, right there. Thank you.
Michael, you're free to delete Russian units, though.
Ooh.
Let's see.
All right. Now it's the French turn.
That's you, David.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see
Redeem us,
what
David.
All right. Let's start with this one right here.
Okay.
All right.
So you came in at 3 hexes.
3 hexes.
Go ahead and roll. Okay. So you
There,
pass.
fine.
Right. Let me see if I pass. I do. Let's see if I get a die roll modifier.
No, you.
I do a
Or
1
you get
column
the shift.
shift.
You get the shift roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I was thinking wrong here. So,
Okay.
So
all right. So it's 1 shift in my favor. All right. And then I'm going to fire. I've got then 24 to 6. So it's a 4-to-1 shot. 64 at 4-to-1. What's that going to do? 64 at 4-to-1. That's 2 hits.
Where's the melee happening?
It's here at this end of Semenyoyskoy.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
So, all right, and then you get to fire back with
32.
Okay, 32 to 9.
Whatever that is.
Just roll your dice and we'll figure it out.
3 to 1.
Okay, so that's good enough for a single hit.
All right, so you
That's
get
their
a
first loss. So we have altogether just a -6 on our stuff. Okay. So let's calculate our goodies. All right.
So we got
I'm
7,
at
28
to 11. So you got 2 to 1. Then shifted to 1.5 to 1 with a -6.
All right, so 66. Boom.
62. That's
No,
pretty
62,
good.
but that's
So -6 is going to become then a 52. At 1.5 to 1, that's going to be a D1. So I have to lose another increment and go back a hex, and I've got to go back another hex, right? So I would go here to there, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then let me put a disorder marker on him. All right, and then you occupy the hex disordered.
Yep, there we go. All right, and you got one more Russian assault.
Okay, he'll go for the 1st Battalion of the 3rd Westphalians. Rolling to close, successful.
23. Yeah, he's good.
Okay, roll
All right,
1 die,
so-
Michael. See if you get that
96.
elusive shift.
And mythical.
Hey, you got 1.
Yeah.
Okay, 16 attacking firepower against 9 defense, so it's miss.
All right.
And you miss firing back, so
17 versus whatever your defense is.
yeah, you've lost a third of your guys there.
All right. So what is it? You missed, and then I certainly missed.
Yeah. So a third of 14 is going to be
4 probably.
yeah. So so we'd say
1.5 to 1.
10.
Shift, column shift, 1 to 1.
Yep, 1 to 1.
Yeah.
No
One
plus
to
or
1
minuses.
is 35.
At 1 to 1 is a blank.
Okay, so now we get to commit reserves. You could, for example, throw your engineer guys in.
What? Okay.
There you go.
His fire was all right. That's what's
It'd be 9.
Yeah. His fire
was
Double 18, 3 to 1. Rolls 14, probably miss.
Yeah.
okay.
It was good odds, but just bad roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And-
it's
The engineers would do what in this, since they're not assaulting?
They would add to your defense strength.
Oh, why not? You're basically eviscerating my line anyway. So yes. Yeah, I'll bring them in.
so
Okay.
they got to make
I
a
will
route
try
check, right?
to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's to make a round check. Yep. Mhm.
Ooh, that's gonna be close.
Nope.
Yeah, they make it.
Oh, they're elite.
Okay, so second Lithuanians will try. They pass, so they join as well. 1, 2, 4. They're going to go here to avoid doubling up on the firepower. Maybe they can't. They probably
can't.
have to stay.
They can
within
only go
the-
2. Yeah, they have to stay in that 2 hex.
All right, so they'll go there. All right, they go there. So now we exchange fire again. This time you roll to stand, and then roll to close again.
You
So
wanna
you
roll
roll
first,
first.
or me
Defender rolls first on this time.
Defender rolls first. Yeah.
Yeah, he passes.
Okay, attacker. Attacker
It's
passes.
-6, not -9. Yes.
What's -6? You don't have any
He
minuses.
has 2 losses.
No matches.
Okay.
So then we exchange fire. I have 16 versus your 9. That's 1.5 to 1.
No, he's not 9 anymore. He's 6 because he's got. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, he's
He's
still
in-
9.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay.
Single hit.
He's in line in brush. Isn't
It's
that
9.
more?
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
is
were
that
in
what it is?
column in brush, it's 7.
So that was
All
one
right.
hit. And then now you fire and your firepower's doubled. What are your engineers worth for fire multiple? This is a really interesting question.
Well, doesn't he have? He had 4 guys there, so
Yeah. didn't he?
so isn't
Okay,
it
4.
simultaneous? So he's still going
Yeah,
to
but
be
he
at.
could use the engineer. If the engineers are times 4, he could use them.
Yeah, but how can he?
Might
The
make one.
engineers are at the bottom of the pile, and if he's got
doesn't
4
say you-
guys above,
Fine.
don't you use the top 4?
I don't think it's required. I think you can blend them, but I don't know.
All right. I'd be moved based on the roll. So let me just roll.
Yeah.
23. So you're going to
If you
have
had
24,
4 to 1, bunch of
4 to 1.
pluses, that could be
So
that.
that's a single hit.
Yeah.
So now there's no pluses, no minuses.
Right.
And
Melee
then-
strength.
Yep.
About 33.
Right, and he's going to be half dead, so that's going to be 7 plus whatever his sapper is worth.
I think
So
that
that's
you
gonna
guys
be
did something
11.
wrong in this whole thing way back at the beginning. But
Okay, so he's got 11. And what have you got?
33 attack strength.
Okay,
3 to
so
1.
it's 3 to 1. No pluses, no minuses. A 44.
44.
Is
It's a
going to
DD3.
DD3, yep.
All right, so
I think you guys goofed this up because I think your first shot, defensive fire, the 14 was a hit.
Cool.
How was the 14 a hit?
It was 24 to 6.
that would be 4 to 1.
That's 4 to 1. 13 needed on a 4 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's
So given his result, it still would have been a blank. So we'd
same
still
result.
be at the same thing we have now. He just would have
But
had one
this-
more hit.
might be a 2 to 1 instead of a 3 to 1 attack. 2 to 1. What's the 44? 44. It's DD1 result then, and 1 extra hit. Yep.
So then they disorder.
Right, and they're going to take another hit since they left.
And I have to make the morale check.
No, you don't make a morale check.
Oh.
They were just disordered, so
Yeah.
it's just like.
Oh.
The woods are full of infantry fighting with bayonet and musket butt at this point. That was pretty intense. All right.
All right.
Next, Mel.
Over to the
Okay.
French. Pick a target, Dave.
Let's see here. I don't think that helps if I do that. Anyway, well, we'll just do. Let's see here. We'll do the next one along the line here.
Okay. Cool.
Roll to close. Yep.
They
no
do.
problem.
Let me roll the stand. Oh, I'm going to disorder. Okay. All right.
We get 16 to 32 to what you're disordered.
8. Well, I don't know.
I think you're 10 actually. I think you get +2 for cultivated, but 3 to 1 is probably what it is.
Yeah, it's 10. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
And that's going to be a
enough
hit.
for a single hit. All right. Good. And I will fire back, and I'm going to be at 1-to-1 shot. No pluses, no minuses. Here we go. Nope.
1 to 1.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to be half.
Not sure how you got 1 to 1 out of that. You're disordered.
Right, but I'm not doubled. Oh, it's only if I pass the other thing that I would be. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
No worries.
Okay. And now we do our. All right. So we've got. So 9 plus 6, 25. I've got
Okay,
going
and I
in.
got 6. So you're at 4 to 1 with a plus
4 to 1.
6.
4 to 1 plus 6. Boom.
It's going to be 53 at 4 to 1. That's going to be a DR. So he's going to take another loss. And route. So he's going to go 1, 2. So let's see. Like, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just right back that way. Yeah. Okay. So, whoops.
The Young Guard's favorite fife and drum march was called La Victoire et
9. 10,
Victory is ours.
11. Okay. Cool. All right. And then you advance disordered.
All right. Okay, so we advance. We're disordered. Yep. Let's flip everybody back over. Yep. Come on. All right, I guess we'll go on with the next assault here because I don't think you guys have any left.
Russians
right?
have run out.
Nope.
Yep.
Russians has run out. So we'll do the next in a row here.
And they were adjacent. So go
Yeah.
ahead and roll.
I think he's an elite, but we'll see here.
21.
Let me see.
Flip them over and see.
No, he's not elite.
So you're going to have. Oh, and he's part of a different. He's not in the same brigade as those guys. Oh, he's a different regiment. So you'll have a minus for the stack.
They
One, a
failed.
-6, minus. Yeah. So they're going to rout.
So I'm going to route them. Yeah. All right.
So they're going to lose an increment.
Yep, they're going to lose an increment. From that three. All right. Let's see where. All right, one. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Can I go there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
4.
Should be able to side slip past the artillery,
5,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's 11. Yep, 11. So if they go to there. Okay.
All right. Who's next?
And well, we'll do all these against that artillery piece.
All right. So for this stack here,
I think they're elites. Yeah, they're fine.
they're happy.
The skirmishers, they are not elite, so
they're going to
they
disorder.
disordered. Disorder. And the last group, they're already disordered, aren't they?
They are, yeah. And they're half dead for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Oh, they routed probably. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they just left. No, they're okay. No, they didn't route.
Yeah, they're elite, so they don't care.
11 or 12 they would have, but it was close. But all right.
All right, so then now I have to stand, and here, let me just roll. 31. So I think there's probably a modifier for you attacking.
Yeah. About -12, 6 for being attacked from 2 hexes, and 6 for being attacked from the flank.
Okay,
By
so
infantry.
they are going to disorder. Okay. Cool. So then now we do fire combat.
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
half. You get half of
So-
12.
So it's going to be 6. So we'll fire on these guys. That's the bigger stack, right? And they're in square. So I'll have a 2-to-1 shot. No, you said I'm half of 12, so I've got a 1-to-1 shot
Right.
there
Yeah.
on those guys.
Shifted up with grape shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
Shifted with canister 1-1. So 2-to-1 you're shifted to.
So that's good enough for a hit, and that's going to eliminate the top unit.
Yep. So I take the 4 off, take the 5 off, and he goes on to the young god. All right. All right. So I had a square that was
That had 4 increments.
4 times. Are the young time 4 in square or times 3?
Let's see. A young guard. How are they? They're just Imperial Guard, Voltigeurs, Tirailleurs, Fusiliers. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's nothing that just says Young Guard there. So yeah, so they're times 4 and square. So you would have had 16 thirded, so they're worth 5 points.
5.
The other guy is half.
So it's 4, and the other
At
guy is
9. And the other guy is quartered, whatever he is.
Printed halves.
Yeah, so yeah,
he's 4.
right. Okay, so you've got 8 plus 5, so you've got
2, 6. I think it's 6 plus 5.
okay. So you got 11.
What's your fire defense and disorder? Does it change? Any different?
Doesn't really change anything.
Okay.
Probably
No.
20 in the cultivated.
Yeah, in cultivated it is 20.
All right. Whatever it was,
No.
I missed. So. All right. We've got 8 coming
So
from
you're
there.
probably going to be on the 5-to-1 chart because my defense is going to be halved, right? And so that's
4.
if my defense is 4, halved is 2. So you're at 5-to-1, but you'll have a -6 on the die roll.
All right. Okay. Big roll.
That's going to be a 34. That's going to be a DR. So those guys are going to get eliminated. Well, I can't complain. They took out probably 2 or 3 times as many increments as they as they had.
And actually, you're you get one shot at these guys going in.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and move this guy to the. Oh, so roll to see if they get if the guns get spiked. So if you roll a 1 or 2, the guns are spiked. Otherwise, they escape.
No.
Okay, they escape to come and play another day. All right, those are actually the first horse guns we've lost. All right.
I guess we're not using our horse guns aggressively enough.
Well, I am. I'm doing my part, damn it. All right, so then as this guy moves from here to here, you're saying I get a shot at him?
Yep, you
So
get a
that's going
shot
to be
at that one.
18 halved is going to be 9. 9 to 8 is going to be a 1-to-1 with a 2 shift for canister, so that becomes what?
But just your half because of its opportunity. So
Right, that's why I said it's 9 to 8. So it's a 1-to-1 shot, and then it becomes a 2-to-1 shot. Here we go. A 13 is a miss.
all right.
Did the group that was in square advance as well?
Yeah, they all.
Is there opportunity fire there?
Oh, yeah, there would be.
Yes, there.
Yep. So here I'd have 12 to, so 6 to 6, a 1-to-1, right? Here we go.
Yep.
Nope, that's a miss.
So, delete. And all right.
All right, you've got 2 assaults left.
So let's do this one here.
Okay.
What are we going?
All right, go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
They're good. Let me go ahead and roll. I'm good. Let me see if there's an odd shift. There is one in my favor. All right, and then we get to our shooting. So I'm going to have 24 to, what have you got there? 6. So it's going to be 24 to 9. So that's going to be 2.5 to 1. Here we go. 66 at 2.5 to 1. That's 2 hits. And is there a leader there? No, there's not a leader there. Okay,
No.
so just 2 hits. All right, and you're going to fire back at, what did you say,
32.
32 to 9, so 3 to 1.
Going 3 to 1.
That's good enough for a hit.
2.
Okay. So let's go ahead and calculate our odds and see what we get.
Right, 10.
So 3, so we'll say 12. Okay.
I got 4. I got 14.
And I've got 12. So it's 1 to 1 shifted
1 to 1.
to 1 to 1 and a
1
half with a minus 6.
minus 6.
That's going to be
Boom.
a 13. That is attacker routes.
So I have to go 2.
So you're going to lose the top unit, right? He only had 1 increment left, I think, right?
Yep. Count those later. All right.
Jason Henke says, a great scrum tonight. And I replied, yes, very bloody. So thank you for watching. We had 7 people watching. We got a decent showing here on a Sunday night.
Interesting, on both sides of the map, we had the guard and the Russian guard and the French young guard launching opposing bayonet charges. That was pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Infantry charging artillery on both sides, both places, like
Yeah.
super intense.
All right. So we're going to go back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's good. Okay. Roll for him. I don't think he can fail. Or well, he couldn't. Yeah, he's fine. And roll for him.
What is that? That's just
That's
there's
orders.
Trilliers there. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's have what?
Oh,
A
no,
minus
he's
12?
no, that's
Oh no, he's got it.
he's
He's
the lead.
elite. Yeah, so he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. All right.
All right, I think there's
All right.
one assault left. Your skirmishers
Assault
against Mitch's skirmishers.
All right. So let's see if I roll to close. No, I disordered.
They're going to retreat before combat. Well, all right, you rolled, so fine. We're in. We'll fight. Okay, they'll roll to stand. They stand. Yeah, they stand. Okay. So then they have 2 increments. They got 8, double 16, 1-to-1 fire attack, miss, 1 column shift.
1 column shift. Yep.
They have
Miss.
18. Third off is
So
they have 6 defense, or we could have it to 3. Yeah.
Well, you're half on that.
Yeah.
I'm half. So I'm 6. So it says 3. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3.
And I'm 3/4 of 10. So
8. Have 4.
Halved is
4 to
4.
3.
Yep.
1-to-1.
So it's 1-to-1 shifted to 1 to 1.5. No pluses, no minuses. A 52 is a blank.
I'm afraid I can't get any reserves in because they're all disordered or pointing the wrong way. So there's no reserves from my side.
No reserves for mine.
So it's a firefight. I'll roll to stand. I stand.
So whatever.
Okay. We exchange fire. I have. Do I get an odds shift? I probably do.
Yeah, you do.
Probably do.
Roll.
I can't get a roll.
Well, no, it's a
Does the-
firefight. There's no odds shift on a firefight.
Is that right? Okay, fine. Yeah.
And the let me just ask: does your other square of skirmishers, would they be able to reinforce?
That's a good question. The answer is no, because reinforcement is by units in column or line outside of zones of
Right.
control.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Where did your
Right.
unit go? Where did your
Sometimes
unit
my Mac touchpad jumps them all over the place, so I don't really know. If we look up, it'll probably say where they went. What hex did they move to?
I don't know. They just disappeared.
You want to undo it?
I
Undo
hit
it.
the undo and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Let's see. 544. So they went to 5440.
Or fight. That was a historical thing.
Where's 5440?
Somewhere down in the middle of the French.
So
54 is this row.
So they went from 6430
So they're over to
to
the
5440.
Could somebody drag them back? I totally can't see them.
I don't see them there. They're right. That would be that.
These
square
guys
there.
are right here. No, these
Oh,
guys are
yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah. That's them. Yep.
Okay.
Here, let me pull them back. Yeah, and then they wouldn't go back when I hit the undo button. That was really weird.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a firefight. You just roll.
42 is another blank.
Oh, we just sit there.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Talk about crazy action. Wow.
Yeah.
Lots
Right.
of back and forth again.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. My son has arrived here, and I really need to call it this point.
That's
right
fine.
now.
When we come back, we will roll for all the recoveries, roll for ammunition, get cavalry feeling happy again, all that good stuff. So cool. Let's make sure we hit the save button, everybody.
Yeah.
And remember, we are playing next Sunday evening. Same bat time, same bat channel. So
Super fun and exciting, everybody. Thanks for playing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Michael, so the 3 assaults that I hit with the little cavalry attack,
Yeah.
one of them surrendered.
Nice.
We routed one of them, and they took a total of like 4 or 3 increments plus the one they already had. So they're back.